Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Ray. Welcome to my channel. So I have a question for you, and it's about your idea of what it is to be spiritual, or what the spiritual path is about. What is the goal? And of course there's always that there is no goal, it's a moment by moment experience. We all know that. It's not the destination, it's the journey. But if there is a goal, just for the sake of discussion, what would that be? And the reason I ask is because I feel that sometimes we can tie ourselves in spiritual knots and trip ourselves up in so many ways by trying to attain a state of whatever it is, a state of spiritual perfection or a certain emotional state. And what comes to mind, of course, is that epitome of calm and zen, and nothing will ruffle our feathers. Equanimity that can be misinterpreted as needing to be in this state of calm all the time and this state of positivity. And I've understood that, and this is my personal experience, and maybe you've already got there yourselves, but I've understood that this is what can be considered false light or false positivity, because my own feeling, my own opinion is that spirituality is your fullest human expression. If we're here having a physical experience on this planet, for any reason at all, I believe it is to feel, to be able to feel through this body, and that's what we do. That's how we experience life. Give us the wrong impression. It can give us the wrong set of goalposts. And I feel that I, once upon a time, was trying very much to maintain this state of calm, and in that suppressed so much emotion, emotion that was asking to be experienced, asking to be expressed, to be felt, to be fully part of my human experience. And I know that from working with people and also through my own experience, that there is that inner conflict that if I feel this, I'm wrong, or if I express this, then I'm going to lower my frequency, and there I'm not going to be in this spiritual state of high frequency, of living my highest self, the version of me that is my most spiritual expression. And I think this can be a huge stumbling block in everything that we're trying to attain, everything that we're looking for, whether it's joy, liberation, peace, as we hold all of that emotion in for fear of feeling the wrong thing, or fear of expressing an emotion that is so utterly, completely part of the human experience, what it is to be human. And that is the liberation, as we feel everything we're meant to feel, and we meet ourselves in our fullest expression, feeling everything that is available to us. And the more we do that, and the more that we allow everything that has been suppressed and repressed and not expressed and held in, the lighter we become. It's been a whole spiritual journey for me in the healing sense, and remembering the energy and the consciousness and the alchemy of, and it is the more we feel and meet all of these very challenging feelings that we tend to label as wrong, or that we just don't like because they don't feel comfortable, the more we meet these experiences, these emotional experiences, the more we understand how much we've been holding in unnecessarily. We're not taught how to experience our emotions. We're not taught that they are essentially energy, packets of information, light, that are meant to be experienced in the moment. And as we understand that, we can start to experience life in a much freer way, in a much lighter way, because we're no longer holding on, holding in, being weighed down by all of the density of the emotion that we think, we feel, we believe to be wrong, that is not part of our spiritual expression. But our spiritual expression is to be human, is to feel it all, express it all. And it's only when it's in that held in, dense state that can be triggered and feel so reactive and frightening that emotion can feel wrong or challenging or uncomfortable. Because once we're free of that, the denser, held in emotion that hasn't been expressed, emotion, no matter what you're experiencing, whether it's anger, frustration, sadness, pain, happiness, joy, excitement, hope, all of that is just a feeling. It becomes a feeling that gives us information and helps us navigate life. And the more I've healed those denser forms of emotion that were repressed, either that I inherited from generations past or from my childhood, or that I just didn't know what to do with, as I've brought that into awareness and alchemized it and allowed it just to be part of my experience, I am so happy to have this wonderful human experience and to be able to feel everything and to travel lighter, to be light, because that's what we are. That's what we are, but we're doing that in a very human way, in a very physical way on this planet called Earth, which is the most incredible place. I'm so happy to be here having this experience. So I thought I'd just share that, and on that spiritual idea of what it is to be, actually. And I'd be very interested in what your ideas are there, and what it is to be free to be you. And again, I come back to this authentic expression that is human, that is messy, that is not perfect in any way. And we're getting away from these limiting ideas of what it is to be on the path or what spirituality is. These outdated concepts which I don't feel have a place in modern spirituality. I'm all for modern spirituality, me, authenticity and feeling everything. Okay, so as always, looking forward to hearing your comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next post.